Hello and welcome again, viewers, to my third video now. This will be part two of how to become a torrent pro or torrent master, whatever. I didn't really cover as much as I wanted to in the first video, so I decided to make a part two. And then I might even make a part three because there's a lot that goes into it, and I just want you guys to know everything you need to know about doing this. Again, I'm gonna state this again: if you're against torrents and downloading stuff, then skip the video. If you want to leave some hateful comments, go ahead and leave them. You're entitled. It's freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. And any comments, any help that anybody needs, just leave a comment and let me know. All right. So last video we basically went over just the basic stuff. So now I'm going to go back over, and I made a little notepad of a few things I need to go over. Okay. All right. Another reason people are, this is important too. ISPs, your internet service provider, they'll like to bitch about you downloading torrents. What happens is they don't really do anything. That they'll give you like 10 warning notices before they actually fine you. The only one that I've seen do that is cable company ones, usually like Comcast or something like that. But there's ways to block what you're downloading from them. What happens is it's not your ISP that found out that you're downloading a specific torrent, okay? But it's what's called, there's a term for it, I can't remember, but I call them rats. Sony Pictures, DreamWorks, there are these groups of people that are connected to you as a peer. Every time you download a torrent, you can see everybody's ISP. Like right now, I'll show you. We're going to open up Vooz. Vooz is my favorite one. I think you can show this on uTorrent or whatever. If you use, like I said before, uTorrent, whatever you use. But these are the two most popular, and I like Vooz. It's my favorite one. So let me just start this download again of Sims 4, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. But while you're downloading a torrent, you're connected to everybody, and you can see their IP addresses. Okay, so what happens is these rats, they contact your ISP and let them know that you've downloaded something that is against their copyright. Usually this happens with movies. And some software too, but usually with movies that had just came out. For example, I downloaded Amazing Spider-Man 2 and I didn't have my blocker on to block it for whatever reason, and Sony Pictures contacted my ISP and let them know. So there's a few programs you can use to actually block people from, there's one you can use called Peer Blocker. This isn't 100%, but it blocks all those what I call rats and the people you're connected to. So see right here, I'm connected. I'm downloading this right here. Now keep in mind, when you start downloading a torrent, it starts off as red. Once it's yellow or green, it's downloading. And then it starts to give you an ETA. I wanted to go over this too. 25 minutes. But keep in mind that in the beginning, when you first started downloading it, that's not the true ETA. It's not until you're connected to a certain amount of, so you want to give it a minute or two before you actually get the true ETA. But this probably is the real ETA, estimated time that it's going to be downloaded, because the house that I'm at right now, my girlfriend's house, this is this normal speed that I download, usually around 2.5 megabits per second. So but you just wait a minute or two until you can get the true ETA. All right, back to what to blocking. Okay, so if you actually click on this and then right click and then click on show details, if you go to Swarm, this is you. These are all the people you're connected to, and it even has their flag to show their location. And if you hover above it, it tells you actually how much they're uploading, how much they're seeding. And this is us, and this is how much we've downloaded. These triangles are pieces of the files that they're seeding to me. All right, but if you actually go to peers, this shows every single person you're connected to and their IP addresses. Now I'm going to say something right now. Here I'm going to debunk another myth like I did on the last video. You cannot find someone by their IP address. That is completely false, okay? When you have, say you're an investigator, you're a cop, and you have their IP address. You can't just find someone. Your IP address only shows the general location that you're in. You have to contact someone's ISP, their internet service provider, with a warrant, and then you can get their exact location. All right, but as you can see, the majority of people are using uTorrent. uTorrent, like I said, is the most popular. There's nothing wrong with uTorrent. It's not faster or slower than Vooz. It's just how you have everything set up. And sometimes you'll see these rare ones like winner download. I don't know. But some of these people, they actually might be the rats. So what you need to do is, I'm going to go ahead and stop the download. Okay. You need to go and download PeerBlocker. You can Google it. And what this will do is hide your IP from the peers. So those little rats won't be able to know your IP and contact your ISP and let them know that you've been downloading a movie. But they only usually bitch when you're downloading something new. All right, so just Google PeerBlocker download and download PeerBlocker. There's a few other ones, but I'll see if I can get into that if I have enough more time. But that's the most popular and sufficient one right now. You can also use a proxy. A proxy basically hides your IP address. You can use that in combination with PeerBlocker if you want. But there's proxy programs out there, but the problem with some of them is that wherever you're, the best one's Tor. I'm gonna say that right now. The Tor network, you are disguised from everything, but depending on your ping, P-I-N-G, your ping, wherever it's connecting to give you a different IP address. Your ping is how long it takes your computer to communicate with something else. Like say you're playing a game and the server is all the way in China, your ping time is going to be slow, so there'll be lag and a slow download speed. But anyway, okay, let's go to what else I was going to cover here. Okay, I'm going to go over games, show you how to do games, and if I have enough time, I'll show you how to crack software. I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to burning, when you do games, you don't even need to burn games. If you're a PC gamer, you don't even need to burn it. I'll show you how to do that. Let me get into the main thing that most people just use it to download movies. Okay, the majority of people that have problems with it, a lot of people don't know this. Let me go and go back to Pirate Bay. A lot of people download movies and say, hey, I'm only hearing sound, I'm not seeing any video. The reason you're not seeing any video is because whatever operating system you have, if you have like Windows 7 Ultimate like mine, there's difference. They have all the codexes. Codecs. They have the video codecs to play every different type of video format. There are hundreds of different types of video formats around the world. These people on Pirate Bay will look up a movie right now. We'll just say, I don't know, Inception. Freaking love that movie. We're going to look up Inception, and we won't even have to click on. These are just to make it more specific, but there's nothing else that's going to be called Inception. So we're going to go Pirate Search. That reminds me, I need to show you what to click on to download too if you're new to this. We're going to click on SE like I showed in the first video to order by the most amount of cedars first. Okay, now, let's see, what was I going to do? Okay, so we order by the most amount of cedars first. Usually with movies, this guy Yiffy, he's awesome. He compresses the video format, a Blu-ray of 1080p quality and 720p at really low file sizes. See, this one, 1080p for this only almost 2 gigs, 1.8 and a half gigs. The 720p is only 1 gig. That's real small for Blu-ray. Blu-rays, if you actually go to Blu-rays, are usually, and depending on the length of the movie, they're usually about 6 or 8 or 10 gigs because of all the extra content and everything. But he uses this times 264 format. Yiffy is the best. If you're going to be downloading movies, this is the guy. This is the team. It's not one. It's probably most likely a team of guys. He's got his own website too. But you can download 1080p at really small file sizes like this, only 2 gigs. Normally that would be, if you ripped it from a Blu-ray, it'd be around like 6 or 8 gigs. All right, so click on, let's say we're going to download this. We're going to click on it. Most likely, I have ad blocker installed. I use Firefox. you're probably seeing right now, if you're here, you're going to see a whole bunch of ads on the left and right side of the screen. If you don't want to see all that crap, like I explained in the first video, download ad blocker. It blocks every ad everywhere, even on YouTube before you watch a video. Some people don't agree with that because third-party companies get paid from people clicking on the ads, but I don't care about ads. I don't like ads. They get on my last nerve. I'm not going to buy anything from ads. So I don't need to see ads. So I don't care about third-party companies losing their money. That's why I love Firefox. They're just a bunch of rebels. They're so cool. All right, so when you're about to download a movie like this, and see how I explained in the first video, he's got a skull. He's trusted without a doubt. The skull means everything. So you're never going to have any viruses with people with skulls. But just because someone doesn't have a skull doesn't mean that they have any viruses. But there's never any viruses with movies anyway. Viruses are usually small. They're in small packages. It's like they're usually a few megabytes or something like that. Usually associated with cracks and keygens for software. Anyway, you want to click on. They switched over to these magnet links. Magnet links kind of like hide what exactly you're downloading to other peers. Well, it's supposed to, but all you do is you want to click on, if you're looking at this, you'll probably see a big green download button and this other crap. You just want to click on get this torrent. There's usually two of them, but you want to click on the one that has the magnet link. Now, if you already have a torrent client installed, Vooz or uTorrent, once you click on this, it'll automatically start downloading it, okay? Now, I'm going to try to go over as much as I can, unless I have to make a third video, because I want everybody to be a pro at this, because this is a big topic. A lot of people want to know how to do this and do it correctly. And I'm going to go into more specifics probably in the third video. But that's basically how you download a movie. We're going to, up here, you see click download. It's downloading. Click on the downloading tab. And in Inception, right now, it's saying an hour and 34 minutes. It's not going to be that long. Like I said in the first video, it takes a few minutes for it's connecting to more seeders and more seeders and more seeders, and it's going to start getting faster. Okay, so now we have 14. It was just 13. So you just give it a minute or two, and then you'll have your actual ETA. This isn't my house, or else this movie would be downloaded in about a minute. But at the house I'm at, only maxes out at about 2.5 megabits per second. So, yeah. All right, so that covers that. What else do I need to cover real quick? Okay, oh yeah, okay, all right. So when I was telling you about the codecs with, like Windows 7 Ultimate, see, they have, and maybe there's another version of Windows 7 that has it. They have the video codecs to play any type of video format. If you can't play it and all you hear is sound and it's messing up, a lot of people know this. You might already know it. Download VLC Player. That's free. VLC Player will play any type of video format. The reason there's different video formats is because in different countries they use different video formats. Over here in the United States, we use, in North America, we use, the region code is NTSC, and PAL, PAL is the region code of Europe. We use, our video format is MPEG-2 and MPEG-4, MPEG-2 and MPEG-4. That's what normal, every DVD you buy from Walmart or wherever, those are the formats it's in. Those will play usually on your laptop. But you get these guys, if we go back to that, if we go back and look, see how he has this MKV. I think that's used mostly in Russia. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but that will not play usually on just a regular operating system, but VLC will play it with no problems. They like to use, the reason they're using these different, besides some of these people being in different countries, they like to use these video formats because they can, smaller file sizes at high quality. The most common one you'll see is AVI, and AVI doesn't play normal on, won't play on every operating system. And I don't mean like Windows, I mean like it might work for Windows 7 Professional, but it might not work for Windows 7 Home Premium, whatever. So but VLC Player will play any video format. All right, so we've covered that. And don't forget, always click on, after you search for something, click on SE to order by the most amount of seeders first, because typically it's the most popular one, and plus you want a lot of seeders too. But this will go the same speed as this one. As long as you don't have more leechers and seeders, then you'll be okay. All right, now shoot, how much time we got left? Oh, it's about to end. So I will start a part 3 video. Thank you for watching, and